Hello everyone, once again Shani and Charlie here. I just wanted to come and do another video responding Hello everyone, Shani and of course Charlie here, and I want to come at you guys with another video. You want to talk? You gonna out talk me? Mwah. I want to come at you guys with another video to respond to one of your comments. So today's comment is... So shout out to Miss Danielle Dye for this comment, and she says you can talk about your bird's diet and how they are loyal to you. Thank you so much again for that comment, Danielle. Let's just jump into it. Okay. I did a video talking about, and I put a link in the description box, talking about what I feed Charlie, but just really brief, I feed Charlie everything that I eat. We usually eat together, especially for dinner time. Charlie eats fruits and vegetables, mostly vegetables. He likes lettuce, mostly red lettuce. I don't know why he loves the red lettuce. Hey baby, he mostly loves the red lettuce. He likes corn, sweet potatoes, sugar snap peas, grapes, strawberries. He doesn't have any seeds at all in his diet. Whole grain pasta, cheddar cheese, eggs, scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs are his favorites. But basically fruits and vegetables. That's basically what he eats. And he has these pellets called Zupreme. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So peanuts, walnuts, almonds, dried banana chips. Basically what's in my vegetarian diet is in his diet. So, but I put the link in the video in the description box. But how I get Charlie to be loyal to me, I think that's like how to get a bird to bond with you. And the way to get a bird to bond, the easiest way to get a bird to bond with you is to make sure you get a bird that is hand fed. Whenever if you're online, Craigslist, you're at pet shops, wherever you're going to possibly get a bird, make sure you ask if the bird was hand fed. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. Make sure you ask if the bird was hand fed. And the reason that is because the bird is already used to, from my parakeets. I love you. You try to give me tongue. You try to give me tongue. Yes. We have a weird relationship. I know. Because when they're hand fed, they're used to you. You're so funny. They're used to you they're used to a human hand from birth, so they're not as skittish with humans as they are, when they haven't been hand tamed. Love you. When they haven't been hand tamed. So we cannot kiss the entire video, but yeah. And I wouldn't recommend that you get your bird from a place like PetSmart, Petco. I wouldn't recommend that you get a bird from someplace like that. And the reason I don't recommend that is because it's night and day from my sun conure and my parakeets. When I got Charlie's wings were clipped. I know that's controversial, but because they wanted to let people come in and handle him without him flying away and injuring himself, they clipped his wings. So Charlie had his wings clipped, but my parakeets that I got from PetSmart, they didn't have their wings clipped. Actually, one of them ended up getting out of the cage, and it was just like flying all over and was bumping into the walls. But they don't hand feed their birds at PetSmart. They don't interact with their birds at PetSmart. They don't interact with their birds at PetSmart. The birds aren't hand fed, so I would not recommend that you get a bird from PetSmart if you want a bird that you can bond with. Also, do not get 2 birds at one time, because again, that's where I messed up with my parakeets. They ended up bonding with each other and they really don't care too much for me. But Charlie is all mine, you know. So one thing I did when I first got him home, I didn't take him, when you first get your bird home, don't take him out of the cage immediately and handle them immediately. Let them get used to their environment. Even though Charlie knew me and I went and visited Charlie 2-3 times a week for a month and a half, I still didn't take him out of the cage because it was a new environment, and a new environment is extremely stressful for birds. Really stressful for birds. So let them become acquainted with their environment. So for the first 2 days, I just put food in his cage and I sat by him and I talked to him. When I read my books, I had his cage right there next to my bed, and I would read my books to him before I started, you know, and I would speak really soft, really soothing. I would sing to him a lot. I would eat with him. And so those are ways that you can, and it's not impossible. It's not impossible if you get a bird that's not hand tame, or if you get a bird that's really skittish. Some tips it's a lot that goes into how to get your bird tame. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a second video just talking about how to tame your bird. This one is just pretty much talking about just me and Charlie. So about the second day, I started to, there's no music on, what are you dancing to? So around the second day, I started to just let him out of the cage. I just opened up his cage and I let him come out on his own. And he walked. You can't keep kissing me. He walked, it was so cute. I opened up his cage. He literally crawled down the bottom of his cage, walked across the floor, grabbed a hold to my comforter, and climbed all the way up my bed and sat on the bed, climbed up my leg and crawled on my shoulder. So that's when I knew, I'm like, yeah, we're good. So and one way that Charlie's loyal is because your birds have to be able to trust you. Charlie trusts me. Charlie knows I'm not going to do anything to hurt him. Birds, they remember everything. They remember everything. My vacuum cleaner freaked him out one day. He hates vacuum cleaners now. I was sweeping and I accidentally dropped the broom and it hit his cage. So he had no problem with brooms then, but now whenever he sees my broom, he starts screaming. He hates it. There's a spray that I use for him that on him, it is for mice, and whenever he sees that spray, he starts screaming and he moves away from it because he can't stand it. So birds remember everything. So your bird has to be able to trust you. Your bird has to know that you're gonna feed it. Your bird knows that has to know that you're gonna give it water. So that's basically how Charlie and I became so loyal. And then the time that I spent with him, like Charlie, like whenever, like my uncle passed and I'm gonna have to be at my mom's house. Whenever I go and spend the week with my mom or the weekend with my mom, Charlie is right there with me. It's like we do pretty much everything together. I have photos of Charlie and I hiking together. We can't do that now because now he's flying and he chewed through his leash, but that's basically what it is. Everything that I do, Charlie does it with me, and I take care of my bird and I give my bird love and I give my bird time. And that's with not just a bird, but any animal that you have to build that trust with that animal, and you have to spend time with that animal. It's like I treat all my animals like they're my children, with the exception of my parakeets because they're jerks. But I'm just kidding. But I hope that answered some questions, and I hope that shed some light on how I met Charlie, how my relationship with Charlie became so strong. And I hope even seeing us interact together on camera, it kind of shows like sun conures are natural colors. They love to be cuddled. And if I can get him, Charlie, come on. Charlie. Good bird. Here you go. Yes, good bird. Sun conures are natural colors, and you do things that birds like. One thing Charlie likes, if he'll let me do it, he likes getting his head rubbed. This is one of the things that birds love more than anything, is having their head rubbed, their head scratched. Especially when they're molting, and he's molting right now, and sometimes it hurts them, it's irritating, it itches, but when you rub their head, it's like you're helping them, scratching. And that's what birds do for each other in the wild, and it helps you bond with your bird by doing something just this simple, and it builds that trust. It's simple. You've seen birds cleaning each other, preening each other, and so this is my way of helping him, soothing him, preening him, helping him molt, helping his new feathers come out, and he absolutely loves it. He loves it, don't you? So I hope this helped you guys. I hope this shed a little bit of light on my relationship with Charlie. We became so close. And if you have any more questions, I do have more videos coming up, because there was a lot of questions asked about Charlie, and I didn't want this video to be too long. But as usual, thank you so much for watching, and tune in for the next one. And again, toodaloo. Bye bye.